Week 10 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade this week. The first guy, John Gray of the Texas Rangers. So this Ranger team, one of the best teams in the league this season here, and their pitching's been the surprising part, not the hitting that it's scoring tons of runs per game. On the season for Gray, 64 and 2/3, 6-1 record, 51 Ks, 2.51 ERA, a 1.04 WHIP, and 6 quality starts. So obviously, John Gray's numbers over the last few seasons definitely have improved. Coors Field from the Rockies going to the Texas Rangers in the last couple off seasons. So the last couple weeks here for Gray, 2-0 record, 14 innings, 13 Ks, 0.64 ERA, 0.57 WHIP, and 2 quality starts in that time. So right now, Gray's going out there. He's making the most of it for this Texas Ranger team. He's getting tons of run support. And obviously, when you get run support like the Rangers offense has given their pitchers all season, definitely pressure will be off these starting pitchers in this rotation. But right now, Gray's pitching over his head. In his career, the ERA is usually mid-3s to 4 at best for him, where last season he was only at 7-7 with a 3.96. So right now, pitching great baseball, and he's definitely a sell-high candidate. May 20th versus the Rockies, 5 innings, got the win. 5 hits, a run, 2 walks, 6 Ks in that one. May 26th at the Orioles, 7 innings, got the win. 4 hits, a run, a walk, 8 Ks, a quality start. And June 2nd versus the Mariners, in that one, 7 innings, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 5 Ks, a quality start. So I just don't buy Gray. Keep it going at this pace with a great ERA, 2.5 on the season. Yes, the run support will be there, but everything else I just don't buy for John Gray. And we've seen throughout his career, he's been injury prone and erratic from game to game. So right now, while he's on a great pace and pitching the best baseball of his career, this is a perfect time to sell him high this week. And I think he could get a decent bat in a deal for Gray. The next pitcher is Blake Snell of the San Diego Padres. So Snell, it's just been an up and down season. The first month and a half, one of the worst pitchers in fantasy baseball, but now he's definitely turned things around on the season. 62 innings, 2-6 record, 69 Ks, a 4.06 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, and 5 quality starts in the last 2 weeks here for Snell. 17 innings, 1-0 record, 21 Ks, and 0.53 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. So he's definitely on a great track once again is Snell. And he's usually been a second half pitcher throughout his career as Blake Snell. And right now, starting it off a little bit earlier in the beginning of June here, pitching good baseball, but I just don't buy he's going to continue this stretch compared to how bad he was pretty much the first month and a half of the season. May 25th at the Nats, 5 innings, no decision, 4 hits, a run, 4 walks, 6 Ks. May 31st at the Marlins, 6 innings, no decision, 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 7 Ks, a quality start. And June 5th versus the Cubs, he pitched a gem in that one. 6 innings, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 8 Ks, a quality start. So the last 3 outings, to be honest, have been versus weak hitting teams here for Blake Snell. We know Washington, not a great hitting team. Marlins, they got trouble scoring runs, and the Cubs in an erratic offense this season here. So right now, Snell with 3 favorable matchups, he came through, and it's definitely a good thing to see here for Blake Snell right now for the San Diego Padre team. But the problem is, we have to see how he does versus better teams like the Dodgers, the Arizona Diamondbacks in the division. And also the problem with this Padre team, they don't score a lot of runs this season, even though I think that's going to break as well. They got too many talented hitters on that roster not to score runs. But right now, Snell, he's taking advantage of easy matchups, I believe, and that's why he's pitching good. So right now, while he's back on track, he's a pitcher I would sell high this week. The next pitcher, Kelly of the Arizona Diamondbacks. So Kelly having some season, and this Diamondback team off to a great start in the first 2 months of the year. 7-3 record, 70 and 2/3, 77 strikeouts, a 2.80 ERA, 1.80 WHIP, and 7 quality starts. So Kelly last season was pretty solid, but this year he's taking it to the next level. But I believe this Diamondback team and Kelly are playing a little bit over their heads so far in the first 2 months of the year. In the last couple weeks here for Kelly, 13 1/3, 2-0 record, 18 Ks, 2.03 ERA, a 1.05 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. I'm not saying Kelly's going to be a horrible pitcher and totally go the other way and start to get bombed and hit in these ball games, but I'm saying he's not going to keep it up at the pace he is. He's in a tough division. I think the Padres, their hitting's going to start coming around. Obviously, we know the Dodgers are the Dodgers. Their hitting's always solid. And making trips to Coors Field as well, which is obviously a great hitter's park, could be trouble for him. And even his home ballpark over there in Arizona, the ball really flies out, and it's a hitter's park. So Kelly, the last few outings, May 21st at the Pirates, 5 innings, got the win. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. May 28th versus the Red Sox, 6 1/3, got the win. 4 hits, a run, 2 walks, 10 Ks, a quality start. And June 2nd versus the Braves, 7 innings, got the win. 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 8 Ks, the quality start. So no doubt about it, he's a solid pitcher as Kelly. But I just don't think he's going to keep up these ace-type numbers that he's throwing out there for fantasy owners. Like I said, as the season goes on, pitchers start to break down a little bit. The innings start piling up, and the league starts catching on a little bit as well. And like I said, the Dodgers and Padres offense will definitely get going, especially the Padres, where they're in division. So right now, while Kelly's pitching good baseball and has another favorable matchup in tomorrow's game at the Nationals, he's definitely a perfect sell-high candidate. And to be honest, I think you could get a decent starter and a bat in a deal. If someone's really starving for pitching in your league, the next pitcher is Jose Berrios of the Toronto Blue Jays. So the last couple seasons, it's been a bad couple years here for Berrios, but this season he's turned things around, but I don't know if it's going to keep up as well. 71 1/3, 5-4 record, 68 Ks, a 3.66 ERA, 1.25 whip, and 6 quality starts in the last couple weeks for Berrios. He's pretty much been unhittable. 18 2/3, 2-0 record, 16 Ks, and 0.96 ERA, a 1.23 whip, and 2 quality starts. So Berrios, he's going out there and he's pitching gems right now for this Toronto Blue Jay team. And I know the run support will be there more nights than not for Berrios, but one of the better offenses in the league is this Jay team. But the last couple outings, he's had matchups at Minnesota, who's not hitting well, and this New York Met team this season, they're just not hitting the baseball at all, really. They pick and choose once in a while when they're going to hit. But anyway, the last few outings, May 23rd at Tampa, 7 innings, got the win. 5 hits, a run, 2 walks, 5 Ks, a quality start. May 28th at the Twins, 5 2/3, in that one, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 5 walks, 5 Ks. And then June 3rd at the Mets, like I said, 6 innings, no decision. 4 hits, a run, 3 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. So right now the walks is still a problem, I believe, for Berrios. And that's why I don't think he's going to keep it up. He took advantage of some favorable matchups. And now we'll see what the true test is in tomorrow's game versus the Houston Astros. But like I said, walks are definitely an issue, with 10 walks in his last 3 games for Berrios. And that's been the problem for him over the last few seasons. With the last couple games, he's overcome the walk problem. So right now, while he's pitching good, even though the underlying problem is the walks in control and easy matchups, it's a perfect time to sell him high, because I definitely could see him go the other way. Is Berrios. And the 5th and final pitcher I look to sell and trade this week here is Bobby Miller of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So one of their top pitching prospects in the system, came up a few weeks ago and so far off to a great start. But like I said about prospects, yes, the upside is great, but also the downside isn't good as well. Once a couple games are on tape and these teams watch it, they're going to catch on. But so far, Miller in the early going, 17 innings, 2-0 record, 16 Ks, an 0.76 whip, and 2 quality starts so far in 3 outings to start his major league career. So he's off to a great start as Bobby Miller, no doubt about it. But to be honest, the only way I'm going to sell him high, if you could get a big-time hitter in a deal. May 23rd at the Braves, 5 innings, got the win. 4 hits, a run, a walk, 5 Ks in that one. May 29th versus the Nats, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, a run, a walk, 4 Ks, a quality start. And June 4th versus the Yankees, 6 innings in that one, no decision. A hit, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks, a quality start. So yes, he's gone out there 2 out of 3 outings to start his major league career versus great hitting teams like the Braves and Yankees. And he's held his own as Bobby Miller, but I don't know if he's going to hold it up, especially at this pace so far. Only giving up 2 earned runs in the first 17 innings of his major league career. Definitely I would want a nice hitter in a deal, but also with innings limit, and also just stuff like that comes with rookies. Obviously, Miller's pitching great, but I don't know if it holds up, especially at this level. So right now, while he's off to a good start, and many people picked him up over the last couple weeks here to flip a guy, even though he's got definitely high upside for a proven hitter, is a deal I would consider. But if it's a rip-off type of deal, or you're trying to trade him for a veteran pitcher, I'd rather keep Miller in that sense. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade here for Week 10 of the fantasy baseball season.